From one wonderful Canadian singer to yet another, the late Rita McNeil, and the very vibrant Nikki Einfeld joins us. And we're going to do a whole lot of stuff here, Nikki, so get ready, okay?
Absolutely.
First of all, a little background. Nikki Einfeld is starring, the role is Norina, is it not?
That's correct, yes.
In the Manitoba Opera production of the comic opera, Don Pasquale. Did I pronounce that properly?
You did. Absolutely.
My name is Don, so I give it Don all the time.
Yeah.
Now then, have you done this opera before? And tell me a little bit about the production, Nikki.
Actually, this is my first time doing Don Pasquale. I have done many other of Donizetti's operas, comic and tragic included. This particular opera was originally set in Rome in about the 1840s, I would guess. However, the production that we're doing here with Manitoba Opera is set in the American Wild West, probably about 40 years past that time. So
that's making me laugh already. From Rome to the American. So you've got sort of a spaghetti western kind of thing.
Absolutely, yes. So, you know, there's cowboys, there's saloon girls, there's horses, there's guns, there's, you know, all sorts of great stuff that salute the American Wild West and that country feel.
What intrigued you about doing this part, and how long have you been preparing for it, Nikki?
Well, I do many operas over the course of a year, and Donizetti is one of the composers. I do a lot of bel canto work, so Donizetti being one of the bel canto composers. Could
you expand on that just a tad, what bel canto is?
Right. Bel canto is basically, very simply, the art of beautiful singing. And during the period of time when Donizetti wrote, it's characterized by florid passages, sometimes fast-moving notes, always very melodic. That and the works of Rossini and Bellini all fall in the category of bel canto style.
Sounds pretty tough to do. It takes a lot of training before you can handle it?
I think so, yes. Bel canto is difficult to sing. You do need to train a lot to be able to sing like that, because it really does, you need to have just free movement of the voice. It has to be done in a very specific way so that you can bring forward the character of the time. Very different than, say, a Wagner piece would be sung. And also it uses very different voices. Being a lyric coloratura or soprano, I sing a lot of repertoire like this. I'm one of the lighter soprano voices, so I don't get much opportunity to sing things like Wagner, for example. Not that I'm complaining. I love what I do, so I'm very comfortable with the music that that my voice has been designed to sing.
Oh, okay. You're doing what you're best at doing. And you answered one of my questions. I was going to ask what type of soprano coloratura, and you are a lyric coloratura?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're from Winnipeg originally?
Yes.
And did you start in high school or earlier or later? I'm very curious because it's so difficult to train for opera. You have to be at it a long time.
Yeah, well, I came upon opera sort of innocently. I did a lot of singing as a child. I did musical theater through high school. You know, I took lessons. I also played flute and piano, and so I came across music. It was something of a passion for me as I was growing up.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Oak Park High School.
Okay. Were you in school with Tracy Dahl? I understand you trained with her, and of course she's extremely well known in town.
Yeah, of course. And I went to university, the University of Manitoba, and that's where I first met Tracy Dahl.
You don't live in Winnipeg at the moment, though?
I do not, no. Yeah.
Okay, so you're welcome back here. Tell us a little bit about the production, and one of the artists who's appearing with you, Peter Strummer, is very well known, and he'll be taking the Clint Eastwood part, I assume.
Yeah, you could say that. Don Pasquale is one of the most famous buffo basso roles in the repertoire, and Peter Strummer is absolutely fantastic in the role and in all the buffo roles that he plays, and we're really fortunate to have him here. And I've known Peter for a few years now, and we've had the opportunity to work in other companies, in other operas as well.
And we also, beyond just the performers, the singers, you have a gentleman named Tony Fanning working on the production, and he has worked on some wonderful movie productions as well.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And so the production is going to be great. The singing is world class. And how many performances are you scheduled for?
There are 3 performances.
And they begin next week, do they not?
They begin on Saturday, November the 23rd.
Okay.
That's when we open. And there are 2 other performances after that, the 26th and the 29th.
Okay. And we are presenting a couple of tickets to folks to go see you in that performance on the 29th. There are a number of other events connected with that. I don't think that you're so much connected with it, but they have dinners ahead of time and special performances, performance addenda to the actual opera production. It's a heck of a week of performances, really, that the Manitoba Opera Company is putting together. So it's quite a thrilling event, and I can imagine world class.
Absolutely. You will not be disappointed. It's a comedy, and everybody, especially at this time of year, it looks like the snow's here to stay, can use a good laugh. It'll warm the heart and soul, and you'll have a great time, guaranteed. And,
of course, the fact that the Manitoba Opera Company doesn't do too many productions because it's such a big thing, this is an important one for the Opera Company itself and for the city to have this class of entertainment available to it. And you're a big part of it, and we're so appreciative of you spending some time with us. How often a day do you have to rehearse with this particular production, Nikki?
Well, we've been here since the beginning of November. We do staging rehearsals, they're called, to put the production together. We are all new to this production. The cast is all new to this production, so we are learning this production together.
Pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah, it is. And it's many of us have done the roles before, but when you come into a new company and a new production and a new concept, working together as an ensemble cast, especially with this group of people, is really important. And it makes the comedy and the story a lot clearer for the audiences.
Okay. And I should point out, it's sung in Italian, but there are English titles available.
That is correct.
Alrighty. Would you do me a little favor, Nikki? We have, as I mentioned, a couple of tickets to give away to your performance Tuesday, the 26th. Coming up, and we're going to give away those 2s. If you could pick a number between 1 and 10, that's the caller we'll present the tickets to. All righty?
All right. How about lucky number 7?
Lucky number 7. And I know that you don't need luck, just your talent and the talent of the people surrounding you. The Manitoba Opera Company. Nikki Einfeld is playing the role of Norina in Don Pasquale, and we're so pleased to, A, have you back in Winnipeg, B, performing, and C, joining us here on 100.7. Thank you, Nikki.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.